There has to be a name for this thing where you create an argument. You create an argument, but because of how this argument works, anytime a person counters your argument with anything, it reinforces the argument. There needs to be a name for this. If I use all 100% of my brain power like Lucy, and I try to figure out what this LEB girl is saying, I think that what she was saying, was it sucks being part of DGG because when Destiny fights with Redpillers, when I go online and then I tweet under DGG stuff, other Redpillers from other communities come and shit on me because I'm part of DGG. That's what it sounds like she's saying. But she expresses it in literally the stupidest fucking way possible that makes it sound like it's coming from my community over and over and over again. Like 7 tweets where any sane person reading this would be like, oh, this is coming from my community. And then when you try to say like, hold on, none of the accounts you're quote tweeting are coming from my community. None of this is coming from my community. And then now they're going, oh, well, now that you're pushing back against me here, you're proving my point. It is your community and it is your problem. I was like, wait, what the fuck? If your reflexive response to a woman saying this thing kind of sucks is to take it as a personal attack after it's been explained that you misunderstood and tell her to shut up and stop complaining, who said shut up and stop complaining? Or leave the community? If I can't say this kind of sucks without people responding to, what do you expect everyone to cater to you? Who's saying this? You are creating a house space where women can't express any discomfort about anything. Like, it's so annoying. This is an indictment of DGG. And now she's like manufactured all of her outrage. So now she like feels fully, and it's like, you probably believe the initial thing anyway. Why not just own it? And like, yeah, and she's not, like, I'm not gonna go back and fucking content cop all of her fucking tweets, but it's like thing after thing after thing of this, of like, it's so fucking frustrating that I can't even say, hey, by the way, this thing kind of sucks without a massive shitstorm. I might just need to be done interacting with this community, to be honest. Not because of the Redpillers, but because of this response. Like, of course, you fucking moron. You made it sound like my community was, like, you literally supported somebody else who was tweeting out that my community was more misogynistic than groypers and Redpillers. Like, yeah, of course people are gonna push back on that, but that's not because you're a woman, it's because you're retarded. And she was tweeting like, so Courtney, so she says, honestly, it kind of sucks that the last person to try to talk about how shitty DGG can be for women is an insane grifter. A lot of guys in DGG are very clearly completely unwilling to hear it. So wait, is it DGG the community or is it the people that we interact with? And then Courtney says, you're so real for this. I've experienced more sexism from DGG than the commentary community or even Groiper spaces. And then she said, I feel like I should ask, can I retweet this? Like, so what is the point? Like, holy shit, like, let me help you. Fucking block, Jesus, don't interact with me. This is like the most cry-bully, like, autistic fucking shit I've seen in my entire life. Holy fuck. My God. Why do you care so much about what this nobody says on Twitter? Because she's like one of the fucking orbiter, commenter, reply people on Twitter. It just sucks that, like, when stuff like this gets rolling in a certain direction, it just kind of becomes like, it just kind of becomes taken, like, verbatim or whatever. After this many people saying that DGG attacks them a lot, how do you reflect on this? What do you take away from this critic? Well, I don't think that's what her original tweet was. I think her original tweet was, because I fight with Redpillers, when she tweets, she gets Redpillers that attack her, but then the way that she phrases it makes it sound like the attacks are coming from my community. And then she gets mad when I say, I don't think these attacks are coming from my community, but like, yeah. Here, let me find the, so like, here is her original tweet. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. I'm not, and I won't even believe you guys say that. It actually kind of sucks that being a woman in certain spaces, like DGG, basically requires you to be willing to tolerate and be civil towards people who openly advocate for you to be enslaved and forced to endure abuse and rape. Any sane person reading this is going to come up with the idea that, oh, I guess DGGers are people that want her to endure abuse and rape. But that's not true. Obviously. But then she tries to walk this back later, and she tries to say like, oh, that's not what I said. I didn't say that was your community. I said it sucks that it comes with the territory. Like, hello? Is this what 75 IQ looks like? And then the more irritating thing is that when she started to quote tweet accounts, or she started to list all of the accounts that, oh, here. This is a sample of what's in my replies in the last 2 days when I interact with anything Destiny related. She's making it sound like it's my community. If you want to tell me how I'm in an echo chamber for finding this annoying, feel free to log off permanently. Women have one insult. Bitch, please, ain't nobody hurt yo ass mid as fuck. Pick me, pick me. Would you feel comfortable saying blah, blah, blah? That's the whole problem. Destiny's whole response. Which, okay. Oh, women will serve a boss who hates them and call it freedom. Women will refuse to serve a family and call them blah. But when you look at these people... When you actually go and you dig through, when you go and dig through these accounts, these people are not my fucking fans. Like, bro, do you think this guy is my fan? Like, do you think these people are fans of mine? Retweeting, pinned to retweet? Is this a pinned retweet? Dr. Jordan Peterson retweets Jackson Hinkle? Rip the retweets the Gray Zone? Like, these are not my fucking fans. I don't know. I hate this. Whatever. I blocked her. Just don't interact with my shit. Leave my community. I don't care. Holy fuck. And then, but then afterwards, she comes out. I think she tried to DM me, and she was like, Now here's her DM to me. She says, "Bro, I mentioned DGG as an example because you're in the Red Pill arc. It wasn't an attack. I was just talking about how hearing that shit gets draining after a while. People misinterpreted it as me saying that DGG has those positions, but that's not what I said at all." Like, bro, you're so fucking stupid. Holy shit. Okay, don't care. This person is blocked.
What up, guys?
Don't care. My God. If you're over 22, you're fucked. During Destiny's debate with Australian Internet, Destiny essentially said that if you're over 22 and not in any field already, you're fucked, to paraphrase. Do you guys... Why... Am I... Can I just not be hyperbolic about anything anymore? Like, the problem when you're living on shit life is that by the time you're out of school... And by the time you're either done with college or you skip college, once you integrate into the normal world, it's very, very, very hard to go back to school. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're actually like, life is over at 22 and you need to kill yourself. I'm just saying that if you're like a working class type of person and you're out of high school and you like don't go to college and then you start working full time and like living life, especially if you start to accumulate debt, especially if you have a child, you're like kind of trapped. You're like locked into like your train has left the station. You're kind of locked in those tracks. It's really, 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 really hard to get back. But I'm not literally saying like, oh, if you're like 22 and you graduate with a degree, or you're like 5 years into your 4-year bachelor's degree and you just haven't figured out what you do yet, and you're like a middle class family, like your life is fucked and over. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this take is reckless and way too doomer. Yes, life feels like a lottery. Jesus Christ. Like, oh my God. I swear to God, these people don't watch the stream. I feel like I've said like a million times too, like, oh yeah, when you're 20, you're still so young, like you're blah, 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 blah. Destiny, found out wife was pregnant last night. Say congrats. Congratulations, Sean Mitchell. Hopefully it's yours. I feel like I should just permaban. I think I've been like aggressive. I'm trying to weed out like dipshits so much. Like, I started med school at the age of 25. I have people in my class that start over 30. That's like, no, he's just so retarded. It's stupid. I shouldn't even waste my time. It's just dumb. It's just stupid. Like if you genuinely think, like, Destiny thinks that people who are in med school, their lives are over. Like, it's just stupid. This whole thread is oh, fuck me, dude. This might be it might be a rumble day. Do not take advice from streamers. Okay, alright, yeah, that's a good one. Nice. That's a good one. Oh, Luna's reflection. I hope that's a woman too. I think she can't get banned from the sub because she's a woman. Oh yeah, we'll just do this for like the first like 5 minutes of stream. Do a good purge. Oh yes. Is there a quicker way to ban people? Do I have to go through all these lists? Reading these subreddits, almost if chatters subredditors get way too much of their validation from your opinion of them as a class of person. I think that happens sometimes, yeah. Or a lot of people, I don't think they even watch the stream. Plenty of people go to grad school and don't get out and get a job until their late 20s. According to that take, The only people who aren't fucked are those who go straight to college out of high school and don't pursue any higher education or bachelor's. Good one, dude. True. Absolutely true. How stupid could I be to think that going to grad school means you're a failure? Yeah, this is like a take exclusive to people in computer science. What? Bro. Yeah. I love I love banning those people because all these people are like upper to upper middle class. Hold on. Destiny made a hyperbolic comment about your life being fucked after 22 if you're out of school. And now Destiny's purging. No, that wasn't my take. No, my take is that once you begin life, this is why... Okay, hold on. This is why they tell you that once you get out of high school, you should go right into college. Okay? Because it's really, really, really hard to get back into school.
I started studying for my CCNA a month ago. I'm hoping to.
Good for you. It's really hard to get back into school if you leave college and you start to accumulate debt or start a family, and you haven't done the college education part yet. You could get locked down a road where you have a really hard time changing significantly your life trajectory. That's just a fact. I'm not even giving you an opinion, it's a fact. If you disagree, state it so I can fucking ban you, okay? If you leave high school and you start living a real life and you get kind of a middling job and then you start like buying a car, you start accruing debt, you have a kid, like your life can get locked on that path. That's the difficulty of being like working class, is that you don't go back to school because now you're supporting a family, or you can't go back to college because now you've got like credit card debt and a job and shit, and a lot of the financial aid and schooling opportunities that you would have had because you took an off year are gone. Because I'm pretty sure for a lot of financial aid for college too, I think a lot of that, or at least when I was younger, it's something wrong, but I think a lot of that financial aid doesn't apply to people that skip a year after high school. That there's like a lot of stuff that they only give it to you directly coming out. But the idea that you think I'm just saying like, oh, at 22, if you're not in a career, your life is over. What if I'm going to grad school? Like, why would you think I would think that? Why would you think that I am that fucking retarded? Oh, he saved himself. If that was the actual take. Good job. Like, and look, and then people counter me with retarded advice. I know people who got their physics PhDs at 40 and people who got their finance degree at 40 and then at 50 were board of directors. Yes, some people in some careers peak in their early 20s. No, they don't. What career peaks in your early 20s? Like being an Olympic gymnast? OnlyFans? You can peak in your early 20s in sports or music? I don't even know if in sports, I don't know if that's true. What is the average age NBA player? Aren't they like 26? Does that count as early 20s? And also, that's probably not even their peak years, right? Like, average age, NFL player. Wait, what? Oh no, this is until they die. Jesus. Just over 26. My guess is going to be your peak earnings are probably around 30. That'd be my guess, if I had to guess. Or a little bit before 30. But also, why are you using NBA players as your go-to? Isn't it pretty rare for people to get stuck starting a family or getting married at 20? No, I think that's probably the easiest way to get stuck. I think the easiest way that you can get stuck in life is to have a child before you have a college degree. 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000%. It is probably the easiest way to fuck your shit up. That'd be my guess. And marriage? I mean, if you get married at 20, fine, just don't have kids. So basically, this whole thread is pointless. Good job. What you failed to mention, ... By the time your life is fucked up and you're 22, when you might have a kid, you might have a shitty relationship, they were talking about the context of people with trauma. Good job. Oh yeah, this guy didn't even include a clip, did he? He's permabanned anyway, I don't care.